Hello, 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 dear friends. Chris here. I hope everybody is fabulous today. So it is, let's see, November 30th, 2023. If this is your first time here, welcome. Again, I'm Chris. If you like the channel, if you like the content, the video and all that, could you please do those YouTube-y things like, subscribe, share, comment, etc. It'd be very much appreciated. Of course, as I start to talk, Astrid, oh my god, Astrid's not here anymore. So, Scarlett is deciding to play with her mirror and bang it. So if you hear some noise, which I'm sure you do, that's her banging her mirror in her cage. I have a dove. Yeah, so she's playing now. Anyways, welcome. I hope you enjoy it here. Thank you so much for joining me today. And to my friends in True Blues, thanks for your continued love, support, kindness, friendship. It means everything to me. So I'm going to do a shortish whip-in chat today. It's been a while. I don't plan to be here too long. But I just want to talk some event info and just a couple, I guess maybe littler things to get away from the event. Anyways, I'm working on a holiday canvas. So this is from Crystal Canvas Arts. It's a menorah. And I'm almost finished with it. This is the littlest part I have left. I'll be done with it today. It looks really, really beautiful, guys. I haven't, I was going to say I haven't worked on a crystal kit in a long time, but that's not true. I actually did one right before this. But I noticed a couple things that are very different from, regular kind of, well, not regular. Well, yeah. Regular kits, and also between crystal kits and special drill kits, bubble rounds, that sort of thing. Those tend to be not as temperamental as crystal kits. And it doesn't matter where it's from. This isn't a Crystal Canvas Art thing. It's just a crystal kit thing in general, like a full crystal. I don't know. I forgot because I hadn't done one in such a long time. You kind of forget, and I always have noticed that they are very temperamental. First off, getting the drills to cooperate can be a little tricky sometimes. But also it's a little bit sometimes there used to be with squares with popping, and so I wouldn't say they necessarily pop off, although sometimes they can, as far as, the tightness of the crystals, because sometimes they're a little bit not all shaped the same size. But I don't think that's why they pop off. It's just, I think because they tend to be like silverbacks, as opposed to like resin or acrylics, which are kind of that's their material, and I think they just adhere, whatever that word is. Adhesive, they adhere. Is that it? Adheves? I don't know. they stick better than these crystal back rhinestones, and so you really have to be careful with them. And I had noticed, you put them down, and I could just basically kind of roll my hand over this, and if I do it too hard, or if I use my roller, which I actually hadn't used this in a long time. I always used to use this after every single time I used to diamond paint. I used to roll the section. But I had brought this in my craft room, and while I don't really actually craft in there, it's more of a storage room now. It's been in there almost a year, and I haven't brought it out. That's how lazy and forgetful I am. So I was like, okay, I really need this to help stick to the canvas a little bit, because, again, you just move it you can't see it, but how I am, there's stuff over there at the bottom of the canvas, so the canvas is kind of folded a little bit. I can guarantee you I'm going to have to try to put a couple back down, because they might have popped right off. You have to be so careful with these. And again, I don't think it's not the company issue. It's just, I think it's just a full kind of crystal sort of thing, Anyways, so just be careful with storage. Be careful with handling it when you work on full crystals. Anyways, this is turning out really beautifully. It is quite confetti. That's another thing I forgot about. A lot of these are very confetti heavy. I did one previous to this one. I did one from Star that I had bought quite some time ago, and that was a stained glass peace doves, and that really turned out so beautifully. And that was actually done in kind of how I wish most of the stained glass ones were done, in as far as the section of the stained glass a solid color, so it was lots of basically all color blocking that whole thing, and turned out really great. This is also a stained glass, however, this is done in kind of the midway. So what I mean by that is the dove one, which I'm talking about, was done in, it's like a solid. So if you see here, like the outline here, well, I know you can't really see it. Let me see. Turn it off. Okay. See how you could see the lines that are making the glass, the kind of like the outline of the glass. So that's the line, and so in here, that on the Star Wars, that should be all one color, which I kind of really like. This one, there's a couple colors, so it's a gradient, and that actually makes this really pretty. However, on full, like the budget kind of companies, and I'm pretty sure even some premium ones too, because I've seen the renders of them, they kind of add so many colors in there, and it's like too many. Anyways, you can see what it kind of looks like with the lights out much better. The light pad and light off. I mean, look how pretty it is. Very sparkly. Anyways, yeah, so I've been doing this. I've been trying to get this done all month. My dad was home for a little bit, and usually when he's home, I don't like to spend too much time diamond painting. It's just I find it kind of rude. He's home. He's, just a good idea to spend some time with him. So I did just a little bit here and there. And he's home for like about a week, so 7 days, roundabout. So, and then all the other stuff, I did film stuff, and then getting Christmas stuff ready. Oh, that's another thing is, yesterday I brought up the Christmas tree. I, set it up in the living room. I put the lights on. I didn't decorate. That'll probably be today. Let me just go back over here. So I'll probably do that today, and we'll see. So let's get the kind of, now that I kind of just talked about what I was working on, let's kind of get the main reason for the whip and chat, the business kind of stuff, if you want to call it that, the announcement stuff. So the event stuff. So again, I don't know if anybody but Mindy has talked about this at all, but we're doing our Christmas elves thing this year. I think it's 3 years they've done it. I think. This is, I believe, my second year, so whatever it is, it's my second year. Let's just put it that way. And what it is that from December 1st to the 24th, basically, is one of us will be giving away a gifty, a little elf prize to one of you all who participate. And how do you participate? So you have to go to the what is it called? Mindy and Maritza's Facebook group. It doesn't matter what it's called. It's Diamond Moments and Krafts, I believe. I'll have that linked below in the description box. So you have to go there to post your pictures of your painting. Well, you did it on Instagram, and that was like kind of a hot mess last year. It was very annoying. It's hard to tell where someone's left off and started, and then you know, everybody has different times and different starting date, all this kind of stuff, and time periods. And not only that, is what made it worse is that, you know, if you don't follow all of us and we don't follow you all, then things like your posts are private. So you could be posting, and if you're not like say I'm not following you and you're posting, well, I'm not seeing it. So how can we count you all, you know? So it really had to be more kind of concise, if you want to call it that, and in a much neater kind of, you know, orderly way. So we're going to do it on there. So there'll be a post a day where you put your pictures in the post. And so I believe there are probably 8 of us. Let's see. So there's myself. There's, of course, Mindy, Angie, the Craft NATO, Brandy from Mystery of Diamonds, Jenny, the Uncrafty Crafter, Chris and Kel from Coffee and Chris and Kel. I always forget their complete channel name, sorry. Miranda from Dye and Painting with the Besties, Maritza from Kiss My Crafts, of course. Yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I'm right. There are 8 of us. Oops. I do have the calendar here, which I'll show you. It doesn't really matter. You don't really, that's not really needed to see the calendar, but as far as who's going to give what on what day, it doesn't, you know, really matter. It's just we ask that you obviously follow all of us here on YouTube, and you know, go to the group. And so, like I said, you put a picture in the post every day, so you know you're in have a chance to win something, you know, for the 24 days. So you have to do it every day, and there'll be a grand prize at the end. Mindy kind of handles that stuff. Let's see. And it's, again, pretty easy, simple. What else can you say? You know, it's like, she said the only requirement kind of is like to have a 30 by 40 section on whatever you're working on. I don't know. And I'm assuming, you know, it probably should be something kind of more holiday-ish. Most of us are doing holiday or winter type pictures. Canvases this year, or at this time of year, so I'm assuming, you know, those are the only 2 things you really have to worry about. If you have any questions, hop over to Mindy. She's our fearless leader, so but it's, you know, a fairly simple, easy breezy kind of event, and yeah. What else is there to tell you about it? It's really super fun, you know. We all will have our little video announcements on our own channels to say who the winner is. So, for instance, the first day is the first day of December, which is tomorrow, which is Mindy's day. So what happened will be tomorrow, post a picture in the appropriate space in the group, in the post. And then the next day, which would be the 2nd, she will draw a winner and announce it. And so on and so on and so on. And that's how it goes. Very easy. I want to say personally, I'm sorry I didn't let you all know earlier. I have, you know, I'm just a procrastinator. And then with the procrastination comes the complete forgetfulness. And so I completely forgot to announce, to thinking, oh my God, all of my people who follow me might want to do this. Let me announce it to them. And so they're not thrown in at last minute. Well, of course, guess what? I completely forgot. You know, even when we're talking about the event, or I'm hearing about the event, or deciding, you know, what I'm going to do for my little gifties and things, you know, it doesn't pop into my head, oh, you know what? I should let you all know what's going on. No, it's just sometimes the brain just checks out. I don't know. So I do say I'm sorry about that, but just get yourself a little canvas. I'm sure you will have one, and that'll be appropriate. And join us. I'll show you the calendar. so you know what days everybody has. But again, it doesn't really matter. So this is the calendar. So there we have that. What else? Then we can talk about a couple other, oh, wait, before I move on, I was going to go to 2024. But I'm also participating in the Christmas premieres, or the holiday premieres, whatever you want to call them, this year, which is a group of us, 9 painting YouTubers, the 24th, 25th, and 26th will have, basically an hour slot to do, pre-recorded video, and it will all be kind of like in a playlist. And how do I, it's just, it's something, I think something nice. I don't want to say for people who don't have anybody, because listen, not most people, you must have somebody, so it's not necessarily about being alone, but it always helps if you are alone, or maybe missing family or something. You can watch us, or if you're up in the middle of the night, you can watch something, and it's just, it's a little special kind of holiday thing. This is my first time doing it. I was asked this year to do it, and I'm very grateful and happy to do it. I know what I'm going to do with my time. I'm not going to tell you all, though. I have to keep that a secret. But it's something, let's just say, I'll give you, the only hint is something I wanted to do a long time, but again, procrastination, laziness has prevented me from doing it. So that'll, be nice. My time, is that my video premiere is the Tuesday, December 26th at 10 a.m. Eastern. So I'm actually was really happy with that time. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I got a good time slot, being my first time doing this. Because if it was like at 2 in the morning or something, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm asleep. So, and what the premiere, if for anybody who did, wow, now I'm getting tongue-tied. But what anybody might not know about how YouTube works and this and that and the other, there are different ways videos go out. You either do live videos where it's, actually live broadcasting, it's pre-recorded, which this is what this is. Or you can do something called a premiere, and it's, basically it's a pre-recorded video like this, but it's set at a certain time. Again, like, December 26th at 10 a.m. And it will start at that time, and there will be a live chat, though. So the chat will be, on the side, just like a live is, and that way you all can chat and participate and talk about it. I could be there, chatting as well with you all, and so we're watching it like kind of a movie premiere, that kind of thing. So it's really a cool, interesting idea. I think it's a great idea to do this for the holidays and have like one big collective kind of coming together for that. So that's good. So lots and lots and lots of people participating in that, and it'll be very fun. I'm so thankful to be doing it. And I hope you enjoy it as well as everybody else's, of course. Yeah, so let's move into 2024 now. So again, sticking with the events. Not sure about everything, and of course, again, me being forgetful. But the first thing I can think of that I'll be doing in 2024 is in February, which is Retro Cult Classic 2 that I do with Stacy. And that'll be super fun. She's already getting, this is her baby, so she gets, is the lead on it and getting everything ready and done with it. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Can you just hold on 1 second? Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm just so congested today. Not to be gross, but oh, I'm so congested for some reason, and when I do it, again, it makes me feel like I can't breathe or speak well. So, ugh, not nice. Anyways, as I was saying, Retro Cult Classic is in February 2024. Again, it's anything sort of having to do with the title says it all. Anything retro-y, meaning pre-2000s, you know, anything kind of cult classic kind of thing, or just movie classics, music classics, whatever, that kind of stuff. It's quite broad. Did get a lot of questions last year. People asking, is this appropriate, this appropriate? And for the most part, you know, everything was. And I believe me, we appreciate you asking. And so, yeah, so if you have any questions, you could ask one of us. What's appropriate? So again, this isn't kind of the official announcement, but it half is and half isn't, because again, it's almost December, so we're only a couple months away from that. So February 2024 Retro Cult Classic. Think of a canvas in mind for it. And then I can't really think of anything else I have planned up until the summer, and the summer is kind of jam-packed. There is in June, of course, the June Pride that I'll be doing for sure. At this point, again, not everything is ironed out. Co-hosts to be determined. I've been talking about it with somebody's, but nothing has been set. I don't feel yet in stone about that. So no matter what, that will be happening with me though. June Pride. Then I'll just come back to July and go right to August. August will be Rude, Nude, and Crude 3. Yoo-hoo. And that will be with, of course, Miranda and Maritza. We love that event. It is so fun. Again, for both Pride and for Rude, Crude, Nude, get canvases. Think about what you want to do. I hope you join us. Again, and the name says it all. You know, Pride basically is just about, of course, Pride Month, but, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, explicitly like a rainbow flag or anything, just something that has lots of colors. That's basically my only parameter for that, is that it's a colorful thing. So look at all the colors in this. This would work, you know? I'm not picky that way. Rude, Nude, and Crude is a little bit more, obviously, narrow as far as what would be appropriate and not. You know, it's, again, things a little out of the norm, things a little naughty, things a little, you know, you know, out of the mainstream. That's basically what we're going for there. Not cutesy, not normal stuff, you know. So there's that. And finally, July. Well, I don't want to know what else is going to go on the rest of the year, except for those 4 things. In February, June, July, and August. And in July, it seems right now that last year Maritza and I did the Romy Lerda Dreamer Designs kind of event, and it was great fun and everything. That was definitely always meant to be a one-off, and it is just a one-off. But to fill in that spot, and we were just, you know, we just kind of like some of the same artists, and it just happened that, we really fell in love with a certain artist this year, and it's like last year and now this year as well, we're like, well, you know what, why don't we do the same kind of thing? Do an artist-specific event. And there was quite a nice turnout for a Miranda event because, again, Dreamer Designs and is kind of not as forward of a company or whatever that you see on YouTube that much. But, there's plenty of people that participated that I was happy that it wasn't just like 5 of us, And so we decided we have fallen in love with Yume Arts, especially the instrument series. So as of right now, Maritza and I will be co-hosting in July. You, me, and you may, something like that. I came up with this cute little name for it. An event, and that's what we're gonna call it. You may, and me, or something like that. I should have looked to see what exactly it said it was, because I thought it was really cute, but with a play on her name. I know Miranda has a Yume as well, so we asked her to do it. I don't remember if she completely, if she said she would or not. It was kind of just brought up. So, basically calling you out. Do you want to do it with us or not? Give me an answer. And so we'd be doing two events in a row, the 3 of us, which would be really fun. It's okay if you don't, though. But yeah, so that's kind of the event stuff that's going on. It's always fun. We always find these kind of things fun and everything, and we all hope you do too. Okay. I didn't really have much else to talk about. I have one other thing I want to talk about, which is a TV show I started watching. But I was trying to think, is there any other things? Because, again, my memory is just so bad. We started watching a show called Ghosts. Now, it's a show here that's been on 2 seasons so far. I think the 3rd one's going to start soon. And I always wanted to watch it from when I first seen the original advertisement for it. But it's just something I never got to. Usually because when they start new shows, it's kind of like I don't want to invest my time in it because whether it's on regular network TV or streaming or whatever, it's like, well, they'll just pull it at any moment. Well, network TV, it didn't get very great ratings, so we're just not going to give it any chance and we're going to take it off. Streaming, it doesn't matter what it is, even though, it could be probably doing fine on streaming, and you don't even have to rely on any sort of, really viewership on streaming. It's just there for when it's there, and people watch it when they want at their own leisure. But no, they'll put out tons of original content on these streaming platforms, and they'll just cancel them. And it's like, what? And it doesn't make a lot of sense, and it doesn't make sense. They could, even with established shows, and maybe they'll have 3 seasons, then all of a sudden be like, oh no, we're not going to bring it back. And it's like, well, geez, you could have especially with something streaming where it doesn't, again, ratings don't matter. You could have at least just give a short season or something. I mean, most of these seasons on streaming are only probably 13 episodes anyways, or 10 or 8, depending on what kind of show it is. So it's just very annoying. I find that very annoying. That's why I think that's why a lot of people don't watch a lot of new stuff. Because why invest your time in something that they're going to just yank off the air, But it's been on 2 years, so I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot finally. Or watch it. I was wanting to watch something, and again, I've been wanting to watch this, and so we're through a season and a half, and it's a really great show. For anybody who doesn't know what it is, it's about a couple who inherit this kind of old mansion basically, and it's kind of broken down. And the woman, it's a married couple, and so she kind of something happens. She trips. Oh, she trips and falls down the stairs, and it's like she like died for like a few seconds and came back. And when she came back and everything, she could see the ghosts that are in the house. And so now she converses with them, and hijinks ensue, all that kind of stuff. And it's a really cute show. And it's actually based on an English show. I believe that's been on like 6 seasons over there. And so, of course, they actually say, oh, you could also watch Ghost UK. Oh, great. So I start watching it, and guess what? They only have 4 shows, 4 episodes over here. So I don't know if they're just starting to air the UK version here. I don't know if for whatever reason they're just like throwing the 4 up there and that's it. But there are a lot of similarities, including some storylines that are quite basically almost the same. Some of the characters are different. But both are really good. I prefer ours a little bit better. Or I prefer our version more, I should say. I mean, it's hard to really kind of say that, I know, with only seeing 4 of theirs, but and that's not usually the case because I usually love English shows, and it's good, but if I had to compare, I kind of like ours better in this instance. But theirs is good too. I actually want to watch the whole thing, but I don't have the capability right now. So there's that. See, they're just shifting over here. Oh, annoying me to no end. What else? Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Since we went to basically streaming service, because we used to have something in my area called Cablevision, which was kind of cable box hookup. I kind of not watched much TV anymore, much regular TV, I should say. And even when we had it though, I was kind of cutting down a lot on it because I was watching a lot of YouTube things. So much of my time is on YouTube, or whatever I do watch, I kind of have like in the cloud DVR kind of thing, and I just rewatch the same show over and over again, or shows, just because that's what I enjoy. Oh yes, one of the other thing I started watching but haven't got back to it yet, and I really should get it because he's been talking about canceling it for right now, is The Gilded Age on HBO. It's pretty good. It's like the U.S. version of Downton Abbey in a way, although not so much because this one takes basically most of it is about like kind of the upstairs people, not so much about the downstairs people. And it's very good because I love, Christine Baranski and Cynthia Nixon. They're in it, and Carrie Coons is in it, and has a great part. And I kind of love that stuff. It's this female-centric kind of show, kind of my thing. And so yeah, we started watching it. I kind of think my dad kind of lost some interest in it. I just think he likes kind of old. He'll like some older shows like that. Like he liked Downton Abbey a lot, but I don't think this was kind of clicking with him. So I kind of like started watching ahead, and so, but then I stopped, and I just kind of want to finish it before we might get rid of HBO. But beyond that, I kind of nothing else I can think of really. In the watching area, I wanted to go see the Taylor Swift era's film in the theater, and I didn't get a chance. I kind of it will be coming to streaming soon, in December, and so maybe I'll get it through there. Because originally, when I first heard about it, and I thought it was going to be a limited release, but it turned out not to be. Like, I thought it was only going to be out there twice, because I thought I heard 2 dates, but then it turned out no, it was a wide, long release. And I had also thought at the beginning you're only going to see it in IMAX, and I would have loved to see it in IMAX. And they had these special kind of things you could have bought in the IMAX, but it's all those people, and no. And I would have to have my dad take me there, because I am not driving where the IMAX is. I do drive, but I don't do highways. That's the only place where the IMAX theater is. And anyways, just that and the other thing. But our town theater had it there for weeks, but something always came up. It was surprising, because my life is the most boring thing ever, but either I wasn't feeling well, or I had to do stuff outside of my dad, because as the winter was approaching, which by the way sucks, I hate winter. We had to do things in the outside to before winter, so it was never a right time. And basically at the time when I was just about to say, oh, okay, I think I can finally go this weekend, nope, it was the weekend previous was the last time it was at my theater. So oh well, what can you do, right? I'll watch it eventually. All right, I am getting very congested, and I'm feeling my throat is really hurting, because it's nasal drip and all that. Sorry, but it is what it is. I have to go. I hope you enjoyed this impromptu quick whip and chat. Join us for the events, please. Remember, the Christmas Elves is starting tomorrow, so get a Christmas canvas. It doesn't have to be a new start, but as long as you have 30 by 40 section on your canvas, post a picture a day in the appropriate post and Mindy in the Facebook group, which I'll link down below. And remember, a Christmas premiere are on the 24th, 25th, and 26th of a whole bunch of us creators. So watch us. There's a playlist. It'll go one right after the other. I'll promote it on my community tab and Instagram and probably my Facebook groups and all that kind of stuff when the time gets closer. So I really have to go now. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm sorry this is kind of a hot mess video, but, it is what it is. It's me. I hope you have a great day. And until next time, please, everybody, be safe, be happy, stay safe, happy. Bye, guys.